Welcome back to the channel, guys, and welcome back to Wola Zabierzowska. We've moved into September, and that means we got to get some seeding done, some crops in the ground. Now, we have millet to harvest, but that's not ready until next month. And we have 3 fields that we have to get oilseed radish into, because crops going into them won't be until next year. So, brief run through. Field, let's jump into the map. Field number 38 here. We to get wheat into that can be done now. Field number 43 needs millet, so that's oilseed radish. 112 is barley, so we can do that this year. The 2 fields we bought last episode, 160 is going to need, 160 is what again? I can't remember. It's millet, so that's going to be oilseed radish going in there. And 177 is flax, so that's going to be oilseed radish. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fields to get harvested. Okay, what I done in between episodes, I got this ploughed and stone picked, and the other field, which is up the top of the hill over there, 177, done the same thing on that. So these are ready to go. They had lime spread in them as well. So they're ready to go. So we're going to have to get going and get busy and get these crops in the ground. Weather forecast, okay. Yeah, weather forecast is okay for today. So we'll get these done quick enough anyway. The seeders there's loaded up. And we're going to just get stuck in and get started. Now, before I do that, I need to check on the alums. I'm quite sure that we had more baby goats last year. Now, was it 1 or 2 lots? I don't know, because, we have 200 now. So we had another 50. We were on 150, and we've more coming next month. So we're nearly full. They're okay for water. They're okay for food. The bales is sitting there. The only other thing we have is the garlic came out. That was close to last month when we finished up and we sold everything. It hadn't spawned that pallet just yet. So, we're going to get stuck in. We're going to get the oilseed radish into these fields first, I think. Or maybe we'll just no, you know what? We'll go with the grain crops, get them done. More important, because they need to go in. So, we're still on oats on this, because the last thing we done was the oat field. In field number, where was it we put in? I can't remember now. There's so much going on. So we're going, field 38, we're going to put in wheat. So let's make sure we select wheat. There's so many crops on this map that you scroll through them all. So we'll have to get this in, fertilised and rolled, and then we'll have to get the barley in, is going in field 112, which is just the other side of the farm. So the 2 with the crops going in are the 2 fields fairly close to the farm. So that's good. I know the fields are spread out, and that's the decision I took myself to do the randomness on the choices, so that we wouldn't have everything stacked in the same area, that it would make us actually travel like the way the farms were laid out here already. When you looked at the different people you were looking at their farms to harvest them, they were all over the place. So just wanted to keep it kind of the same. So other than that, it's been busy in between the episodes, just getting the other 2 fields ready and that, and then we sold off all the crops anyway before we quit out of the last episode. So I can't believe we're on episode number, we're on now number 17 already. And we're making great progress. I'm really enjoying this series, really enjoying the whole challenge behind it. And I've grasped it, added my own little bit onto it, and we'll get there. And I think we kind of learned now to push ahead and get the fields as quick as we can, and then we worry about the grain mill after that, because we'll have plenty of oil products coming in that we can sell, and I'm sure there's probably oil products there in the oil mill now after we move forward a month. Is that field withered? That field is withered. It's the thing about this map. There always seems to be quite a lot of fields that don't get harvested. And that was the one I was looking at. That was canola, wasn't it? That was the one I was looking at because we done canola in this field. And I was saying, wouldn't it be nice to buy that field now and stock up the oil mill? But alas, that wasn't going to happen under the plan we worked out. But there just seems to be so many fields that are withered. But that'll give us work to do, like loads of cultivation contracts, ploughing contracts. Yeah, there's loads of stuff. We're not going to worry about them until we get into the second. Even the third day in this month, we'll just get our own work taken care of first. Get our crops in the ground. Fields, as I said, per usual, 100% fertilised, rolled, everything. All done, dusted, in the bag. And then we worry about picking up our 3 contracts and anything else that there may be there that we need to take care of in this month. But for now, I'm just going to work away, get these fields done. I'll update you as we go through them. And yeah, let's make progress, let's make money, and let's get this challenge well and truly under control. Not that it isn't, but you know what I mean. Let's get to the point where we know we're going to get that grain mill. That's my next goal. Get the grain mill, get rid of all the stuff we have in the silo, make loads of money. Seeds in the ground, that's what we want. This is going really well. This is the barley field. The wheat is done over there just beyond the barn. We have to fertilise it afterwards. I have been looking, seeing about upgrading. Now, I did look at this before to upgrade to this one. When you put the fertiliser component onto it, it goes up to 68,500. It is wider. It's 4 metres. The current one we have is only 3. It's only slightly wider. You know, with these fields here, it's not a problem. It will be when we get bigger if we have more fields. Like if we were to do the field directly in front of us, the grass field, now they took a bit of time to do because of the size of them. Now, need to be careful now because we've gone tight now. Don't want to cross the border into the grass field and end up putting barley in the edge of it. Yeah, ideally, I would like something slightly bigger. I don't know whether that's a pull along behind or does it go? It obviously is on wheels. Is there not? Oh, there is, yeah. So you can pull that behind you. And it holds both fertilizer and it is 5.3 meters. That might be a nice little upgrade. What price is it again? It is, where's it gone? 59. What's ours worth? $29. So it costs us 20,000 to upgrade. And it would mean we wouldn't have to do a fertilisation state then afterwards. We could put it in at the same time. That's definitely worth a consideration. I thought it was going to be wide when you're pulling it along the road, but I could double the width of this one, plus the fertiliser goes in at the same time. Pity I didn't say that before I started. On these couple of fields, because when we're doing the Oilseed radish, we don't need it. Okay, we get through it quicker, but I'm running 3-day months, so it's not an issue. I'm not I'm not restricted on time to actually do the work that I need, the bigger equipment to get it done quicker. And I'll put a tick on that and I'll keep it in check. It's not that you can't favourite items that you would actually like to buy in future. Now, second-hand market doesn't have any. I would have checked several times. It has this big one here, which requires 250 horsepower, which we can't pull anyway. I think that's the only one that's in there. Yeah, that's all there is. So we're going to move on now. After this, we're going to move on to do our Oilseed radish in 112 is the other side of the grass field. No, 112 is where we are now. Sorry. 43 is the other side of the grass field. That's the one we're going to do the Oilseed radish in next. And then we have the two fields that we bought last episode. What was it, 160 and 177? So they're the other side of that forest. So not too far away. We're getting through the work fairly quick anyway. As I said, the fields are small enough on this map. We've had contracts on some of the big fields, okay. And they are big and they do take time. And when we done, I think it's two of them we done seeding contracts on, and we got decent big equipment with, did I lower it? I didn't lower it. No. Now, here we go. Don't miss a bit. Missed a bit. Yeah, I'm going to go back and get that now, because if I don't, I'll end up forgetting. I just didn't do the headland because we had the road to turn around. And then we had down the other end, we had the road as well. I literally done a couple of lines on the headland just at the start, and then I left it because we had the room to go down and turn at either end. It really easy field, this one to do. So seeding is going well, and yeah, we don't have any other work to do on the farm when we get the seeding done. Of course, we're going to have to roll these and fertilise them. These two anyway. The other three we don't need to. We just need to get the oilseed radish into them, and that's it. And I enjoy jobs like this where you see the field state changing as you go over it. Okay, it would be nice if it was ploughed and cultivated and you're just getting that nice, real smooth looking browny soil colour instead of the stubble direct drilled field you get on this. But you know, precision farming rewards you for doing direct drilling, so that's what we're going to have to do. It's the other thing we're going to end up having to do. We're going to need to buy a sprayer now as well, because we're going to have to spray these fields, because mechanical weeding actually it scores against you for precision farming, believe it or not. And that's it. That's that field done. Okay. So we have our wheat and our barley. I had the cruise control set fairly low, so when I lifted it didn't go flying off. I'll get this back over to 43 now and get the oilseed radish in. Now, I need to turn it off. Not the tractor, the seeder. And then we can change the seed type before I drive to the field and forget to change it. Okay, just want to update you on how the seeding is going. Everything's going fairly hunky-dory, no complaints at all. We're just on the final couple of runs of the last field with the oilseed radish. Just gone in here on the last field we bought. So this will be either a millet or a flax field. I think it's a flax field when we get round to planting it in the spring. We're in 177, and 177 is a flax field. So another one of our flax fields in the bag. I'll just get the roller out after I do the fertilising spreading on the wheat and the barley. Don't have to do anything with this field. No traffic on the road. Yeah, it would be handy now if I had that other seeder, but it's not an urgent thing. We'll continue on with this one for the time being, and I'm sure we'll upgrade down the road. We're going to have bigger fields, more land to cover. That's the only reason. Now, when I say upgrade, we're talking about going to the 6 metres as opposed to 3. Was it even 6? I think it's only 4. Not even 6. Right, I'll finish this off and get back to the farm. I could have used the New Holland for this. I just keep jumping into the fence every time. The hours are going up on it already. Yeah, will I get around this time? I'll be very lucky with the traffic. Last row. That's all the Oilseed radish done. Just getting the fertiliser down on the barley and the wheat fields, and had to buy some more fertiliser. I done a quick scout to see what fields I had left, and more importantly how much they were going to cost me. Now the 4 I have left, the next one is a Millet field, 63, and that's just over 63,500. Okay. 88 is 29. 109 is 102,000, and then the final one is 133 is 48. All just slightly over the figures I gave you. But yeah, I think what we'll do is we won't buy any more fields at the moment anyway, even if we have that 63,000. We'll try build the money up between now and the end of the year, and we'll see what way the roll goes with the dice. If it was a case that we had 250,000 in the bank and we roll the dice and it gives us a chance to pay the loan off, do we do that? I'm not sure. Or do we just leave it be at 250,000? I think that might be the option to take. If it gives us another 100,000, well then we're there regards buying the grain mill to get rid of what we have. If we look at our stock check, like I mean, we have 27,000 litres of barley. What else have we got? We have oats as well. We've 21,000 litres. We have millet. It's only 4,000 litres. We've enough stuff to put through the actual mill. Now, granted, as I said, I could place a mill and start producing flour from that, which would then give us the money to buy the bigger mill, but I don't want to do that. I want to do it the way I said I would, which is to use the base game one. Like, the temptation is there to place a small mill and get the money out of it, you know, like I mean, because we'd do pretty good. Like, if we produce all the flour, we'll do really well. We've plenty of money. We'll get there. We'll get there the way we're doing it. No need to change that plan. We already changed the plan, as in decided to just buy the fields and get more fields in, so we have we've more crop coming in, and we will at the harvest next year. It'll be, because we're in September now, and we've 6 out of the 10 fields. 6 fields are flax, 4 fields are millet. I think what's going to happen is we're probably going to complete this part of the challenge, getting the fields, before we then move on to the animals. Because there's no need to be moving on, starting the animals, and then not back to square one, having no money whatsoever again. And because we got the pigs, I did say that I want to try and do the food we need for them. So, like, another target, as I said, will be a couple of small fields to supply the pig food mixer with the crops needed to go into that, which I know is corn, wheat, soybeans. I think there's 4 crops altogether. in the particular one I want to use. I think most of them have 4 crops, so a case of setting that up kind of as a separate entity. And of course we have the horse farm sitting over there. You can see it every time I'm over here. That's it over there. But in order to buy that, we have to buy the other 4 fields first, which in total is probably about just under 300,000. Now, there you go. Field's fully done. The other field is fully done. No need to do the Oilseed radish fields at all. And time to jump in New Holland and grab the roller and get these 2 fields rolled so they're completely up to speed. It's just a habit of using the Fendt. I need to get out of it and start putting the hours up on the other tractor as well. Now, this tractor will stay. New Holland will probably stay as well. We have our limited 210 horsepower that we have decided on for the tractors on this. I'm not saying that won't change when we get really big, because I intend to keep growing, even like when the challenge is done. I didn't wash the mulcher when I brought it back. Might as well drive straight over here. There's no point in following that up. That grass is only at stage 3, isn't it? Yeah, we're only at stage 3. Yeah. This is another one of my favourite jobs. Believe it or not, why? Because I love the texture change. I love it when you drive onto the field and it completely changes the texture on it. It just gives you that lovely, nice, smooth, all the stubble is gone and it's nicely finished. These are the jobs I like doing. Same with that field beside me there. If I got a job cultivating that now, I'd love doing that. Because you just see where you have to be. And you just feel like you're making progress. Anyway, contracts. Because we'll be moving on to them soon enough. What have we got? Baling. Cultivating. Oh, flax harvest. 15. We're going to take that on. We're going to do that with our own equipment. That can't be right. How can you have flax at this time of the year? Field number 15. It is flax. That's ready to harvest. We'll take that. That'll go into our oil mill. The little bit we'll get out of it. It's not worth it. It's about 1,000 litres, but still. It's another little bit of income on top of everything else. Okay, I'll get the rolling done and I better get over and get that done. Oh, it's September. Why am I thinking it's April? Yeah, putting crops in the ground. That's why. That's the downside of playing on a couple of maps where you're doing different things at different time of the year. I actually thought it was April. Okay, I'll get this done and get on to that harvest. Doing this contract, this is a decent sized field, so I should get a decent enough percentage off it. Are we delivering to the oil mill? No, where are we delivering it? Oh, I took a ploughing contract down there. I would have thought this was going to the oil mill. Where is it going? Hold on. It needs to be delivered. Oh, yeah. It's gone up to the sell point. Okay. That's okay. Now we'll use the grinder anyway at the end and save what we can. This should be fairly straightforward. If I can make a full headland now, which I should do without the tank being full, would be good. And not dropping a swat. There's no point in dropping a swat on any of the fields that we harvest because it just sits there and it looks, yeah, looks terrible. You're driving past the whole time and there's straw sitting in the field for months and months and months. So just decided to chop the straw, throw it out the back. I get this wrapped up and yeah, pick the ploughing contract. It's worth $6,000 as well, so that's 13 between the two of them. No really massive big contracts coming up yet, but we'll move on to the next day and see what happens. We have our rolling done, and yeah, that wouldn't take long. It's pretty straightforward. 92 fields to do, so happy enough now. That's the crops we need to get in the ground. So there'll be no more sowing until next March or April. I'm happy enough with that. That didn't take too long. It's actually a nice field to harvest because it's nice and straight, rectangular. 2 loads gone into the trailer. This should fit. And I'll bring you down with me and we'll sell at the sell point. Will it all go in? That's the one that I wasn't paying attention the last time. No, it's not all going to go in. Okay. We'll leave the combine there for now. Be nice if that 2,000 litres left in the combine. What do I have to deliver? 20,000. Of course I'm going to have to go back with 700 litres. And I was thinking of upping the size on the trailer. You can put, as I call them, greedy boards, extensions. Used to call them greedy boards when we used to get the trailers ready for the harvest season on my friend's farm many, many years ago. Got these extensions. They were just timber. Used to just put them on the top. They done the job. So sell point is up over the hill. You can't see it from here. It's a shame that I'm going to have to go back. Why have I got that? Yeah. I'll say, why have I got the speed set? It's because I had it on. I cruise control on when I was doing the rolling, and every time I lifted it, just I keep adjusting it down to control the speed of the tractor when I lift the implement on the back. And then I keep forgetting to reset it then after that. I'll bring you with me. We'll go over here and sell this. What are we on? We're on the grinder, I would say. No, we're on back. Maybe I was putting my own crop in. That's probably what it was the last time. Yeah, that was the last thing we done with the harvester was our own. I only use the grinder when I try and retain some of the crop. Quite a few big fields up this end of the map. They're smaller down the other end. And then you have all of these little small ones all the way along here. When I played on this map before, I'd actually got 3 of them set up. One for goats, one for sheep, and one for pigs. And then the game crashed on me. Yeah, it's the first one. Okay. see what percentage. Probably get to 99%. 99%, 91% transported. Okay. So we 10% to go in. We dropped 19. So maybe we won't have an awful lot left out of that combine. Wishful thinking. Anyway, I'll get back and get unloaded. And if it's worthwhile looking to see what we have, I'll bring you back when I'm putting it into our oil mill. Put the jewels back on the New Holland for this ploughing contract. We've moved forward into the next day. We've gone late enough. I knew it was going to be raining. I could speed the clock up a bit if I wanted, but I actually came in at, would have been 9:30, just in the day. Not an issue. Just decided let's put the jewels on because we know the trouble we had before on the fields when it was wet. Yeah. And off we go. Getting used to doing this. Really am. It's very very relaxing. If you like doing it. Just nice and straight fields, it makes it easy. The headlands are a bit of a pain, but the rest of it is okay. So I haven't accepted any more contracts yet. Didn't really look to see what we got. We got about 1,300 litres on the harvest contract. What have we got? That could be cultivation. Yeah, we could do a cultivation anyway. What's the most valuable one? Probably that one there, 58. And that'll be our 3 fertilisation contract. Field number 9, which is, yeah, I know where that is. Not doing harvesting, hoeing, no. Mowing, no. Do another ploughing contract, 190. You know what? Go do that. It's only around the corner from where we are now. Oh. It is only around the corner from where we are now. Yeah. There you go. It's the other side of the vehicle dealer. Wasn't expecting them to be down the field that quick. I can't say it's that 3-guard collision. It doesn't. There's a line through my headland. Distractions. There we go. Yeah, I do the 2 of these and that's it. That's us done with contracts. That's us done with everything bar selling our products at the end of the month. And yeah, we're going to be in October then. So probably just contracts in October. And I don't think we just have a millet field to do. So we'll get that done anyway in this episode as well. But I'll just get on and get these contracts out of the way. Jump forward to October the 1st. Didn't cash in any of the products and sell them. We're just going to go up and get our millet field done. It's a long enough drive up. But yeah, this combine has a great road speed of 55 kilometres an hour. Or 50 kilometres an hour, sorry. Yeah, we're going to get our millet field done. We have collected the contracts for last month, brought in a total of 18,735. So, yeah, padded up the account a little bit more anyway. And we're going to have whatever contracts we do this month. And then we're going to have what else we got? The products to sell, and of course we're not going to have anything from this harvest because it's going into the silo until we get a grain mill. But this field, hold on, what's gone into this field after this? Let me see. I have to consult my sheet. We're going up to field number 66. So the next thing that's going into this is oat. So there's oats going in. Now, I know I sowed oats already because they seem to do winter oats here. But can I still sow them? No, I can't. I missed it. So maybe there's Oilseed radish going in here as well when we finish this. Okay. Yeah, I thought I was finished with the planter. Said that to you when I put it away. That's it. That's all until next April. You never say never. Or never say you're done, because it always ends up something else comes up. Anyway, this field will not take long to do. It is fairly small, and it's just going in the silo. I haven't brought the tractor up yet. I'm sure there'll be more than 10,000 litres anyway, so it's not like I can leave it in the combine and I can't see the road. That's the thing with the valley and the early morning mist here at this time of the year in this map. You can't see anything. I did jump in at 8 o'clock just in case the weather was anyway inconvenient, but we still have 2 days left in the month. So I'll just get this up and get it unpacked and get started. Now, look left, look right, just go. Bang. Boot down. Oh, missed the tray. Overcorrect on the steering. It's always like that when you're using the controller. Now, it should be coming up on the right here now. I haven't got the map on, but I kind of, you know, this map now is just kind of gotten used to knowing me where out there is our field. Okay, what do we do? We got grass in that field. We've got grass in that field. So I'm just going to utilise their field to drop off my header trailer and get loaded up so I'm not blocking the road. Because even when you leave the trailer on the side of the road and you look like you're in far enough, the amount of times that the cars just stop, don't go past it. Now, so here we go. I go back too far. That's not my field. It's almost my field. Yeah, this is our second millet field, and then of course we have the crop rotation done for this field already. So there's oats going in next, and then we have the pane in the butt. After that we have cotton. But on 112 we have lavender, so if I've to lease the same time, if I've to lease the cotton harvester, well, it'll do the lavender as well. So I know probably gonna lose money on it, but you know, it is what it is. It's what I chose to do, and like down the road when we have plenty of money, we'll probably be able to afford to buy a cotton harvester and keep it anyway, because there is more lavender and cotton coming up in the crop rotations we've done already. So yeah, that's, you kind of just have to accept it now, and that's it. It's what I said I would do. And in the challenge, we're not allowed lease equipment now, because I've done this a slightly different way. Maybe I will have to lease it, because to be honest with you, like cotton harvesters, look, let's go down and there'd be nothing in the second-hand market. They do the lavender, they're modified on this map. Gone past it. There it is. Knew it was on the end. You can see the modified one there. It should come up, that's it there. It has the lavender and the... Now, if I was to lease that, there you go, look. Buy it, it's like nearly 900,000. If I was to lease it, it's 43,000 to lease it. That's a lot of money. And I'd say that's far more than I'd actually get in the field. Now, I'm going to be cheeky about it from the point of view. What I'm actually going to do is, I had a test map for this. Map just for various things. Now, it's still there. I haven't deleted it, even though I haven't been on it. I'm going to actually lease... No, if I won't have 800,000 anyway. Like I said, I was going to buy it and then keep it for an hour and then sell it back and see how much money I lose. I'm sure it'd be more than 43,000, but anyway, look, we'll cross the bridge. If it's a case I can't afford it and I have to let the crop wilt in the field, so be it. We'll take the hit. But I can't put a different crop in the field until I've had either lavender in this field in the next crop after the next one, and cotton in field 112, I think it is. So I think even if I was to take the harvester on lease for the 2 fields, I wonder, can I get that bit that I plunked down in the other field? Yes, I can. I crossed the border. I wasn't expecting that. And I've only got one headland on. I'm just going to go up the side because I'm going to have to get the trailer over because we're on 68%. So there's no way I'm going to fit all this into the combine. Anyway, let me get this wrapped up and back to the yard. Let's see what's in the trailer when we do, because we're not selling it anyway. Just back at the yard just to get this into the silo. 16,096 litres. Then we got to hook up the baler and get the straw off that field up there. Be handy if I could hook the baler and the trailer up at the same time and collect the bales, but that's not happening. We're on grain door. Let's swap that. Yeah, that's that. In the silo, what have we got? Millet. Not wait it's in, and now we can check it again. Millet. We have 20,271 litres. Not bad. That's a nice little bit of flour when we do eventually get the grain mill and start making our own flour. Oh, we've plenty of milk there. I was going to get rid of the product at the end of this month. Sell it all off. Greenhouse will be shut down as soon as we come in, the 1st of November. The usual winter break. I was thinking of maybe putting in glass greenhouses and saying, okay, more expensive greenhouses, we can run them through the winter, but nah, we stick with what we have. Not going to start making loads and loads and loads of money from greenhouses. Oh. Right, I'm going to get the baler loaded up and get back up to that field and get the straw baled up and off the field. And because we have canola going in this field next, am I right? 66. Oh, no. 66. We've oat going in the field next. We've got to get the Oilseed radish into it. That's what it is. Now, our next target field is 63. That's why I said canola, because the next target field, 63, will have canola in after it. 63 is 63,643. We could hit that by the end of the episode. The question then is, do we buy it? Yes, no, I don't know. We'll see. We wouldn't have it in time to get Oilseed radish into it, so maybe not. There's no rush on it. Okay, bales done, picked up in the shed. There was 10 straw bales, well, 9.5. Mulched, and now we're getting the Oilseed radish in here. So, we're making good progress. What I'm going to do is, this is done, I'm going to move on to tomorrow. 3 day months I'm running, so I'll move on to tomorrow. I'll get our grass cut and baled and in off the field as well. Get the fertiliser spread on that field again, and then when we move on to the 3rd day, we'll do the contracts. Now I'll have a look and see what's there. Might actually accept some of the. I tell you, while you're here, let's jump in and have a quick look. It's a while since I looked. Oh, baling round baler. They're always round balers. I know I can do them with the square baler. Cultivation, field number 10. And bigger in cultivation now. Field number 10, yeah, that'll do. We'll do that. We have the cultivator, so we'll do that. We haven't done one in a while. I'm just trying to pick a bit of variety. We can't do sunflowers. We haven't got a head. We'd have to buy one. So, what would it cost for a sunflower head for our combine anyway? Let's go back up. We will eventually need one, so let's have a look. Don't know which of these. I think they're about the same. Anyway, combinations. Sunflower head. Does that do sunflowers? That's us 20,000 for a sunflower head. And that one's 25,000. That's 6 metres. What's the difference? 5.7, 18 kilometres an hour. 6. And that actually does sunflower, sorghum, canola, soybeans and corn. That one only does corn and sunflowers, so it's a no-brainer. So I'd have to go for that. And that's the small trailer, I think, for the... Yeah, that's the one for the cutter. Okay, well, at least we know anyway. Yeah, we haven't got a head. We will need one because we're going to have corn along the way. It will make up part of the feed for the pigs as well anyway, so we're going to need it for that. So, as I said, we're going to be planting the fields we need for the pigs. The pig food mixer, one of them takes corn, wheat, potatoes and canola or sorghum in the mix. There's 4 in the mix. You can get some of them to do with less, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go with the you would normally have a bit of a mix. You can get some of them to do it with 2, some to do it with 3. I'm going to do it with the 4. And as I said, if it means buying... Oh, I didn't realise I lifted it. If it means buying some of the fields up the top just to do that, so be it. 4 small fields together and just primarily use them just for the feed mix for the pigs. Well, we'll do that, or we'll cross that bridge when we get that far. Anyway, I'll get the Oilseed radish in this field, and then I'm going to move on and do the hay. Honestly, am I going to bring you in for it? Probably not, because I've done it so many times on this map. We'll get our usual 27, 28 bales off that field, and that'll be it. They'll go in the shed to be sold at the top of the market. Some of them will be anyway, in January. And then we're going to pick the rest of our contracts as well. I never even looked at the rest of them. Right, while you're here, that's what happened. I got sidetracked with a corn header. What else have we got? Mowing. I don't really want to do mowing. Done ploughing in last month's one as well, so you know what? I like a good stone picking contract. We're going to take that, and then we're going to come back up and we're going to take that. So we have our contract sorted. So we have, say, just over 9,000, close to 15,000. We'd, what, last month? 18, was it? 18, yeah. So we've less this month. It kind of happens that way. You don't get as big a contracts for the likes of the ploughing and stuff. Well, you will when all the big fields are done, but not just yet. Anyway, I'll get this wrapped up, and as I said, I'll get the hay done. I'll just update you on that, because honestly, I'm going to do it off camera, because I've done it so many times on this map already that there's no point in me bringing you back in. I'll just fly through it and get it done, and then move on to the contracts. And of course, then in the third day, we're going to have the final sell-off for this month of anything we're selling off. And the total in the bank isn't looking too shabby at the moment. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to move forward to the third day to do the contracts, because it's raining, and it's going to rain until 12 o'clock at least. But yeah, that was my decision. I got the baling done and that, and everything else taken care of. There wasn't much to take care of. Just put another bale in for the and going the right way. 92, yeah, going the right way. It's just up here beyond there. Stone picking. We have to do the other contracts as well, so I think I'm going to need my dual tires on, and money's been floating around the same as it was. This is it here, isn't it? Yeah, this is it. There we go. There's our stones. I would like the wider pickup, but you know what? There's not a lot we can do about it. Maximum headlands. Off we go. I need to bring the trailer down on the other tractor because I'd say, yeah, we'll have a full tank. Only 2,000 litres is all the holds. Yeah, 49,000 in the bank, and I'm thinking, you know me, I'm thinking, oh, let's maybe buy that field for 62,000, will we or not? And then second-hand market, I start looking, planning ahead. This comes up, massive money off. We're going to need it for 2 fields in their 3rd year. We have 2 fields in their 3rd year have potatoes in them. And there is another field, I just can't see it in the list. I know there's 3 times I have to do potatoes. And let's just stop that for a second. If we jump into the market, I'm after me looking at them. Like, even to buy that one is 69,000 because we're not leasing. That's 125,000 to lease, and that's mad money. There is another one, a black one that's a mod. I don't know whether it's ever been updated. I got bitten with it in on Riverview, where it was using about 3-4 times the amount of potatoes it needed to use. So I'm going to invest in the future. I'm going to buy this. It does take... Do we need ridge markers? We don't. We leave them on if we don't have to fold them out anyway. Okay, here we go. We're down to 13,000. Invested in the future. It's on my mind anyway. We're going to need that. Next thing I'm looking at is the second time I think it's gone out of it now. There was a Colossus vegetable harvester. Oh, it's still there. You don't have to use it like the mad cheaty way, but it's a cheap version of a vegetable harvester. I just put a different head on it depending on the type of vegetables you're doing. But 142, we don't have that money. Now, I will be in trouble now when it comes around to harvesting the potatoes, but we'll get a work around it anyway. There's no problem there. We'll work our way around it somehow. But definitely putting the seed in, there's no other option, only those 3 seeders. And I kind of have it in the back of my head all the time about what I'm going to need moving forward. And that was one of the things that kind of jumped out at me is with the potatoes when I seen them, how expensive they are, both to harvest but also to get the seed into the field. So there you go. We've expanded our machinery ever so slightly. And I'm going to get stuck into these contracts in the rain, which are going to be probably painful enough now because it was lovely yesterday in the game. It was sunny the whole day when I was doing the baling and even after it. And I was going to start them, but I said, you know what? I said I'd do them on the last day. And that's exactly what I decided to do, was to move forward. I probably haven't saved the game since I moved forward. I could go back. So with that said, let's save it. So that temptation is gone. Now, can't go back. We're locked in to this pain. And that's all we can do. The vent will probably be a bit better, but it doesn't take joules. So that's taking that out of the equation. This will be okay going down the hill. It's just coming up the hill. It's going to struggle a little bit. That's all. Here you go. We're full speed, 15 kilometres an hour. Right, I'll get this done and move on to the other 2 contracts as well. I could put a tractor on one of the other ones and leave it and pay a worker, but I haven't paid a worker yet, apart from the odd euro here and there where I hit the button by accident. No, I've done everything myself so far, so I'm going to keep it like that until we really get too big where we can't manage it all on our own. But for now, I'll get this done anyway. Okay, contracts are done. It's time to sell off the product. So let's go in and collect our contract money. I didn't sell the stones yet. There's two full stone picker, which was 2,000. I think it's 5,000 something litres. It's not worth a lot. Does it even show up in the menu? Stones? No. Nope, doesn't show up. Anyway, let's collect this. In total, there's what? How many contracts? I didn't actually add them up. Hey. But we're on 12,930. So we done okay. We got 15,000, just under 15,000. I'm going to sell the milk off this trailer first because I think the other trailer is going to be full, and then I'll get everything else loaded up because I have to go up and get, you know what, I might actually drive up with this trailer and get it. It's easier. I have to go up and collect the oil. There's some canola oil up there that did spawn before I shut it down, and there's a bit of flax oil up there. So we'll get the money back up. I collected the potato planter. I'll show you that in the yard before we sign off the episode. Just brought it back. It was raining and it just stopped, and it's showing rain again. So it's been kind of messy day. 13,613 plus 1351. So we got almost 15 grand for that. We still have milk stuck in the shed or in the silo because we drove over it, and that silo takes in liquid form. Anyway, what I'm going to do, we have the speed set low. I'll get up here, I'll get this oil back, and I'll load everything up on the bigger trailer instead of driving all the way up here. Since I'm this close to it now, I might as well go up and grab it first. Okay, all the products are sold. I was going to bring you back in and drive around now, but the episode's gone too long as it is now, and you've seen me doing it before. Garlic and Napa cabbage, to bring them all the way up here. So, episode number 17 on Wola Zabierzowska in the bag, done and dusted. We got our fields sown where we had to, which is our wheat and barley, and we've oilseed radish in the rest of them that we could. There's 4 fields with oilseed radish. They'll be getting spring crops going into them, which is it millet in most cases, and flax and stuff like that. It'll be spring crops anyway. They can't go in now, so I think we've oats in one of them, but we missed the window for the winter oats. Maybe it's just 5 fields in total. Lost track. Anyway, we're done and dusted for episode number 17. It's been fairly productive. Our money's back up to 72,000. Temptation's there to buy that field for 63, but I'm not going to. We're going to set the goal now to aim for the 288,000 we need to buy the grain mill, so we can get our millet and our barley and anything else we have that we can turn into flour, that we can get it in and get the flour production done. So we're going for the grain mill on the map, even though we could place the grain mill for 20, 30 grand down somewhere on the farm and do it that way. I did say we'd use the map-based one, and that's what we're sticking with. To look forward to next month, we've more arrivals in the goats. I don't know whether it's just another 50 or whether it's another 100. We'll find out when we come back in on the 1st of November. And along with that, we'll be shutting down the grain mill. Or not the grain mill, the greenhouses. I was looking at that because I knew I was going to run into it. And I still ran into it. Stones are in the trailer. I just brought it back and left it here because I couldn't be bothered driving up to the sell point for about wouldn't even be €300. I'll wait until the trailer's full. Now, we have our potato harvester we got for 35,582 as opposed to, I think it's 126, 72% off. So that is going to be, there's 21% damage on it. It's not that bad. We'll repair that before we don't need that for 2-3 years, 2 years anyway. But at that price, we couldn't pass on it because we're trying not to lease equipment. We can't under the challenge, but we may have the challenge completed by the time that comes around. But I'm still going to keep strict rules in. I left the cultivator on the tractor because I'm expecting cultivation contracts next month. I just washed everything and just put it back, and that's it. So we're done for episode 17. Thanks a million for joining me. If you're still here, haven't hit the like button, as I always say, please do. If you're not subscribed, want to follow on this challenge and the Hamlet and of course Lamiche, just hit the subscribe button, and even if you want, hit the notifications, just to follow along what's going on. And until next time on Wola Zabierzowska, all that's left for me to do is say goodbye for now until then. So with that, we'll just sign off and say bye-bye till next time.